Okay, so this we are here. We're talking about input mask, right? So is it clear? The first one is clear. The field length you can select, and then input mask. So we'll start with one simple one. We don't need to focus everything because there are too many types. So you'll slowly probably will learn that much easier. So I will go to the PowerPoint screen. I'll show you what is that input mask we should use. For example, let us say when I enter there are so many here. We'll choose one. Which one we'll choose? You see this one. There is something called L. You see this one? There is this symbol, greater symbol, L, and less symbol. Okay. Say, let us take only greater symbol, greater L. Okay, what it means, you can the description is given here. The first and last letter with the first letter automatically capitalized. So when you put L in the first place, it will capitalize whatever you enter. Let us take, for example, product name. So let us go first see what happens actually. Say product name. Let me enter here. Say I have product 106. Okay. Say I have an item. I am entering a small letter. Let us say P pan. Let us say pan. This small letter, right? Now I enter another one, say box. So here the first letter. So one more thing, you see, I try to enter the box here. It is not taking. Why? You must enter the value in the table item code. So because I selected as a primary key, it will not allow you to enter any data without primary key entering. So if I enter P, say 107, then it will take. You understand? So why primary key? Without item code, you cannot go forward. So this is the benefit of primary key. Now, what is the difference you see here? A person can enter small letter, capital letter, but how to make all the letters capital when you enter? This system you can set up here in the system. So what do you go? Again, go here, go to design view in the icon, then come to the place. This is what you want. So what we have here, short text. This is data type. So you, as we discussed before, this is the place where you can put properties for this field. What do you want this field? You can decide and you can specify, because when you design a database, the users are, maybe you are not the user, somebody is using. So you want to prevent the mistakes. This is the main intention. So when you can fix these things, it will be easy for you. For example, here, let us say greater and say L. So what I said, greater and L. Let us see what happens. Okay, this is input mask. This is one field input mask. Can you see that? Input mask. So you have to take this input mask and set the text properties. Let us say this one. Okay. Yes. So we'll go and see the data sheet view. So when you go to data sheet, it will ask you, do you want to save? Yes. So now it is giving one underline. I think we need to add more characters. It will take only one character. So I will try to enter small letter, say small k, but it is automatically converting to capital. Now it is not going to other character because when I said you have also one more thing. So I did not enter the serial number. So it's not allowing me to go. So I have to say serial number. So I cannot enter other digit. So when you say L, you can only enter one digit. But then if you want to enter more digits, what do you do? So now go back here, design. Okay. Now come here. After this, I will say question mark. So question mark, it will allow you whatever you want to enter. For example, you want to restrict to like this. Okay. Now I will go back and view datasheet view. Now let us see what happens. So it is giving you to enter those many characters. Say, kitchen. I'm entering. So it is entering all the characters capital. See, even if I change a small letter, it is not taking it. So what it shows here, when you say greater symbol, go back here again, design view. When you go back here, what you have said, all the letters following this will be capital. Now we don't want all the letters, but only first one capital, next are small, then you put this symbol, less than symbol. Now let us go and try. What happens? Come here. See, it converted all other letters, small letters. You see that?
Yes,
So
sir.
the one before small letter P, it came automatically capital letter. So this is the input mask. Means if you want to convert the data, the format you want, you can do it. Okay, this is clear? You want me to repeat?
Yes, sir. No, sir, that's clear.
Okay. Now, okay, this is how one of the input masks. Let us see another. So again, we'll go back and see design view. Okay. Suppose there is another field here. Default value. Default means automatically it will fill the data before when you open the table. For example, let us say all the models you want to start with say M. Let us say M. Okay. So let us go back and see how we can do that. So for example, this model number, whenever somebody enters, all the models should start with M. That we can fix it here. How we can do it? Let us see. Okay. Now choose this field model. Okay, under model, then you see you have all the fields. Okay, we are not changing the number of field size. You can change the number of field size. For example, if you want 25, you can make 25. And then you come to default value. Okay, for example, I will start with the M. So I will say M. I think it has to be done like in the inverted commas you have put. I think we'll check it. So when you say M, what will happen? Let us go and see in the datasheet view. Say yes. So some data will be lost because when you change the data, you will say, now you see automatically it gave M first. Now you want to enter, you can say P109. So you give any name, then you see here automatically it gave M. So you don't need to enter M. Then you can change if you want. You can change. You can delete it and you can enter anything. But if it is start with M, so it is asking you, okay, there is already M. You start with 101, for example. Okay, this is how you can set the default. For example, the quantity. Let us go back and see. You want to make a default quantity is always 1. Okay, so go to the quantity here. You say 1. I want 1 always to be displayed. So go and see here now. So it is automatically giving 1. You see here.
Yes.
So the default, you can set whatever you want depending on the field basically. For example, unit of measurement. So you want, for example, each. If you don't have every product different unit of measurement, you say each. So you put in even if you don't put inverted commas, it is putting inverted commas. So you go back and see what happens now. See, it is coming each, right? So we see now few input masks and defaults. We have covered the three basically. So we know the field size. Okay, we know the input mask and we know the default value. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, also let us see here the required. Here required is no, which means if you don't enter the field, system will accept it. But if you want a person to enter mandatory, and he cannot skip this one. For example, somebody doesn't enter the value price. If you don't enter the price, you have inventory, your inventory value will not come right properly. So you can set this field required yes. If you say yes, he cannot proceed further without entering this value. Let us try this one. What will happen? Okay, so we'll go to design. It already designed. Sorry, we go to data sheet view. Okay. Now, if you don't enter, let us say the price, let us say. Now there is no price entered. Okay, it is 0 coming. But if I change, go back to design view, and I will select the unit price, then here you see there is a drop down. Okay, so you say yes. Let me take this, arrange it. Let us see. Now we said the currency, yes. So what will happen? Let us see. Saying please save it. So we save it. Okay. Now I try to create say P102 10110. Okay. But it's taking because 0 is there. No. I will take another field because that is 0 is considered as a entry. It cannot be. Let us take only the model number. Let us take model number. Say we want model number. Say yes. Okay. Now go to data sheet view. It will take you to the. Okay. Now it is saying what is saying here because there is already no model number is entered. Okay. When I remove it, is saying that you must enter the value in a value in the table products item code. Okay, this is item code is showing. So P111. Can I go? Model number, it is not taking. Okay, this one I need to see why it's not working.
Model number D4056M, so that's maybe.
Maybe this is the reason. Yes, we have to see that one because default is there. Already is filling data. Yes, maybe that could be one of these things. Okay, now let us try. No. Okay, this I will come back. Okay, I need to check why it's not working, but this is the required means it makes you actually mandated to enter. Okay, so this topic I will hold here because this now you know how to create table, how to select some fields. So let us go to the topics we have we plan to cover. So we have few minutes left. So we cover this input mask, but we'll come to this input mask slowly because there are so many here. Now we'll go to the using command buttons. Okay. Now you were not there in last session, but now let us say we want to create a form. Okay, this form was created before. If you come to here, create, you can see here the create. There is a one here, create. Again, if you have the tables, you see the tables, you want to design the table, you can design the table, but then you have the forms here. Okay, the forms again, you have form design, blank form, and then you have form wizard, navigation, more forms. There are so many options available. We'll go one by one. Over a period of time, you'll be able to learn the things. Okay, now we'll go to probably the form design. You can take is one of the options possible. Okay, so we'll take form design and I'll explain you what are the command buttons. Because when you open the database, the form is the one which is opening. So you can do a lot of things on this form. Okay, so now what do? We go to form design. So you just go and click on the button form design. So what you do, you go to create. Okay, when you create it, ribbon pops up. Then go to form design. You can double click. So it shows you a empty form. And what you see here, the farm name is farm 1. Also the home, this is already the created farm which we created. The farm will open when you open the database. So this is the name of the farm. Sorry.
Yes, sir. First visible, whatever looking that one on this home page.
Yes, the first one, the one whenever whatever you open, this I will show you how to link that one. The last class I showed to the people. If somebody watch the video, then we will see this one. So now what we'll focus is on the form. How do you create some command buttons? So we'll have another probably 10 minutes. Okay, so in 10 minutes we'll try to cover this whatever we have, and then you try to practice it, and next time if somebody wants to make on here, you can try it. Okay, when you have form here, you see here something called detail. Okay, there is something called detail, and there is some also we have something which will come here later, the footer, and there is something called a header here that I will show you later. Now for the time being, just focus only on this part. Okay. Okay, now you come here, design. You find here there is something called design. You see the design here on the top, the option. So you go to design, click the design. So it opens up another ribbon here, and you focus on the point here. This one, this area. This is the area where you. So this is the area you have to be familiar with, because it all your modifications can be done from here. So we'll focus on this. We'll go. These are the simple ones actually. So let us focus on this one. AA label. So if you click this one, you can click here. You click there and put the icon here. It will give you option to type. Say this products. Let us say this is a products. Say entry form. Suppose you want to enter the. So you give a name to this one. Now this one, once default, it is coming by default whatever the size you put in the database. But if you want to change on this one, how much manipulation you can do? See, you can drag like this, it becomes bigger. But you go to home again here, and you can select the color here. See the color of the font, you can select, and if you want to fill the background, you can fill the background. Now if you want to change the font here, you can change the font. Now you can just see there are the points here. It will, like when you're drawing, you can make all the changes you want. You change the colors, you can change the font size, font type. Suppose you want different font type, you can select this one and go to home, and you find here different font type. You'll find here. Okay, this is one of the options here. Where is it? This is go in design, and you'll find this one. Yeah. Okay. Now here, this is the button. You see X, X, X. There are 4 X's. So you come here, click this one, click here, and then it should highlighting here. You can see here. Then put on the screen. When you put on the screen, command button wizard. It is showing you, as you can see here, command button wizard. You can see this, right? Then you have here the categories, and then you have actions. So when you select these things, it will give an icon or text where you can put on the screen. This is a part of the design. It's clear? You're following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us say now, let us go to, say, when you, what is the first one? Record navigation. So this is useful when you have the records. We have 100 records. We want to go to move forward, backward. That will come. We'll see that. Now, for time being, let us choose this form operations. So when you have form operations here, it is giving you these many options. Apply form filter, close form, open form, print current form. So let us try with one. Okay. So what do you choose? Say close form. So when you choose close form, you can see here, there is a symbol coming on. Okay. Now it is showing next. You go here next, you can go next here. select next. So what is showing here? Showing you two options here. So option one, text, which means you can type here, picture, which is this picture. What is showing here? Exit. Okay. Another option, say, you can select, for example, exit. You see the stop. What is showing here? Symbol change, right?
Yes, sir.
So let us say, no, I want to only use a text. Then what you can do here? You can say, please close the form. You can type if you want. Please close the form. So you're requesting him to close the form. Let us say, you will select this one, say next. It asking, okay, give a meaningful name to the this button, command button, say form closing. See, form CL, let us say, and finish. See here, what you typed here, it came. Huh? Also, we'll try, this is text written. So again, let us say create another one. XXX, bring it here, click here. Also, I want to close the form, but I want to use this one, only symbol this time. Say, instead of text, I will say picture. Huh? Say exit doorway, I'll say yes. And I'll say command button, I will leave it, I will not type again. See, it gave this one, right? You understand now how to create the command button. Now, what we'll do, we'll go and close this form because we have to save this form. What is the form name here now? Form 1. So we'll give a useful name, which we can remember. An idiom, if you want to edit again, it will be easy. So when you go here, close, it will ask you, please save the form. Do you want to save the changes? Form 1, say yes. It will ask you give the name. So generally in the databases, you can adopt one kind of structure. When you create a form, all the forms, you can start with FRM, say FRM. Now this is a product menu, say, let us say product menu. So I type product menu here, say okay. Now you see here, on the left side, you can see here, you have the form created, FRM product menu, it came up here, right? This is created before, this is created before. So whatever you create, they will be visible to you. So that is the beauty of this database. Okay, now what we do, what we have done, we want to check it actually, what happened to this. So click this form products menu. Now this arrow also, it's close the left side. You see here now, what you have done is come. Now what will happen when you click this one? So let's say I will click this one. The form is closed. The one, right? You see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to open that form from here, let us say. So this is another form created. I will go to design. See, I am in design mode. Now I will go again, go here. I will go to this command button and I will click here. So what is showing here? Again, is showing options. Now I will go to form operations. Okay. Now I'll choose open form. Now I'll go next. Now it will show you all the forms we have created. So I will choose this product menu form. Okay. So it is asking you, do you want picture or text? Okay. I want to say product menu. So this is I want to give the name to this one. So it will appear like this here. You can see this, right? It will appear like this. Okay. So this I will leave it. Now see, this is appearing here. So I want to keep it here, this menu. So I will save, I will close this one. So it will ask you to save. Now come back. Let me say, I will open the home. So this is appearing here to me. Right?
Yes.
So what will happen now? So what is the benefit of it? Say, I'll click this one. Your form is open. I click this one, your form is closed. So with the command button, you can open, close, whatever you want. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions? I think we have covered, I think we spent 1 hour. I think that should be enough because it's too much will be too much for you. if you want to try this database, I can put it in the link, or I can share with you if you want to work on this database, or you want to create yourself. Just go to YouTube and you have the video. You can check it and follow the steps and try to create it. This will give you practice. Practice will make you really helpful to create a database. So we go on actually developing, go on discussing many topics, and also there is a drop down video is created. So if you want to see, you can see it. Otherwise, we'll look at that in the class. Any questions
Okay, sir.
you have?
No, sir, nothing, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can close the session now, right? So inshallah, we'll meet next week. Let us see next week.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Good day, sir.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.